Yes. Outputting? Not even starting. Okay. We're gonna try this again. What we're gonna do is, the last stream didn't happen. Yeah, we're just gonna take this from the top. Okay. We're gonna run it back from the start. Because I was really excited for this stream. And I really wanted it to be a thing. I really wanted this to be a thing. I was really excited for this, and I'm very upset. Need a new pair of headphones. That doesn't help. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, we put up a tier list and the Sunna video. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take the time to go through all the comments, and I want to respond to as many of them as I could. We're just gonna take it back from the top. We're gonna pretend like the last 5 hours didn't happen. Yeah. I guess I really shouldn't do this. I should just... Seriously? Fucking kidding me?
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me.
Really? Is this a joke? Woo! Okay, comments. You know what? Let's go to the Sunna one. We'll do the tier list after. Yeah, you know what? Let's just look at the Sunna video. Sponsored by Aniba. Oh. Oh. I'll give it 10 minutes. You know what? Okay. Okay. Sunna. What do I have to say about Sunna? I don't even remember. Let's just look at the comments. The lion did not concern himself with Genshin. No, guys, he's not doing Genshin. Bruh. Stream good? It looks like it. I slashed the bitrate by 20%. So the stream probably looks worse, but thankfully we're just reading comments. From the creators of Nicole Astra, here's Jao Sunna. All Genshin? Something tells me the people want... Okay, maybe I make a Genshin video. Maybe I make a Genshin video. Review. Yeah, we could. I'll think about it. I will consider it. Speaking of things I will consider, I'm not going to break that wall. Not going to break that veil. We're just not going to look at that right now. Turn that off, please. Turn that off, too. I don't want to see it. Why did my number of followers go down? I don't want to see that either. As soon as S rank Jow, insert speech right now to laugh. Not like those. There's the spam. More Genshin is coming. Gonna joke about you not bringing up the Neko comp, but you actually did. Yeah, I did. It's nice I picked an entire warehouse worth of Kaboom the Cannon. Happy New Year. Introduction to Sunna. Outside of having a defense assist, can I elaborate more on why and what makes Sunna? Technically, from my reading of the kit in comparison, Astra gives 1,000 or 150 more attack, 10% crit damage, 20 damage bonus, while also giving a chain attack. Sunna seems to have less buffs. And stun multiplier. Bring up Dylin makes her really hard to skip. Really hope they have their own music tracks. I hope they do. They probably will. Probably. Astra song one last time before Sunna is released. Bruh. Yeah, we're back. We're looking at the Sunna comments now. We'll look at the tier list again later. We'll take it from the top. You know, it's really upsetting because I was very excited for this stream. And this being such a common issue means that I literally cannot work. I assure you, however frustrating it is for you as a viewer, it is 10 times worse for me. It's also very stressful. I assure you. Also, I need to buy new headphones. Oops. Yo, Average Luck Gamer, thank you very much for the 10 gift subs. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that right now. Thank you very much. We got something today. Okay. Okay. A few showcases with Yesonglong, Sunna Zhao. Looks really fun to play. Hope it will free up Dailin for Isan. All right, color. I just ordered the same one. All your ISP. What are they gonna do? What? You call your ISP. What are they gonna do? Tough luck, buddy. Tough. Say, damn, that sucks. Sorry, your service got downgraded. You used up too much bandwidth this month. I really don't know what to say. Customer protection? No. No. No, we don't. Protection from what? Yeah. Protection from what? Right. They'll give you a cheaper bill. But that's not... That doesn't solve my problem. Doesn't solve my problem, unfortunately. Throttles your connection if you're a long-time customer. Yeah. Do the people on the phone have any control over that? No. No, they do not. Unfortunately. Told them several times. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yesung Sunna Zhao. When getting this well-round a character after Dailin really makes you wonder what they were thinking with Dailin. Maybe they were thinking we must drain every last bit of pull currency from all accounts before Yesung's release. There was literally a Vivian skin-powered campaign. I don't know about that. This is a headache. I can't have audio in one ear. Go headphones. It's fine. I definitely can, but I have a headache. Anyway. Whew. Well round. Yeah, Sunna's really well balanced. I kind of hope she releases this way. I don't know if she will, but I hope she does. I hope she does. The only problem with Sunna Arya isn't on Sunna, but on Arya for not really synergizing well with Sunna. She gets extra sticks, but what does that mean? I think Sunna is in a fine state. Next character's name is going to cause me so much trouble when reading comments. Arya's kit needs to pull half of its weight. That is not wrong. That's not entirely wrong, right? That makes sense. Really wonder if the mark detonation is her damage at all. Scales off of attack and attribute of the attack anomaly agent that triggered it. Might not even have to build crit on her. Technically, this is how it works. She has a 0 damage hit. It's complicated. But I think technically it's not her damage. I think. I don't know. It's confusing. I'm considering getting Sunna for Yes Shenglong, free up Dailin. Yeah, do it. Waiting for this video. Thank you. Thank you, Calvin Johnson. Respect. Better Sunna than Lada. Sooner than later. Okay. Here's the comparison between two best character edition going team. Best one would you take? We're obviously going to play both. Okay. Okay. Just happy she can be a Yes Shenglong support. I like her character design a lot. Don't care for the other idols. So the fact that she'll be best leveled by pre-existing teams is great. You add a sick beat to the team section, you can have a banger rap. A pokey rap, but for teams. You love my Dylan Sunna Astra wheelchair. See a lot of people skipping her if she releases in this state, unless you don't already have Astra. Buffs seem passable. She doesn't sound like a huge adrenaline shot over Zhao for Yes Shenglong either. I'm confused. How double the Ether Veil will still match up closely state-wise, or is the idea to play them together? Really hope there are changes that make her slightly better in her intended teams, a little worse elsewhere. She's better than Astra for Evelyn. I will have lost all confidence in the pretense at not being a power creep churn machine. The Jafufu Dailin situation for Isen already has me on the ropes about whether I should refresh my login pass. Something that, if I'm a buyer, should be a no-brainer. So let's talk about how Yes Shenglong gets her states. So Yes Shenglong gets Decibel Ultimate twice. So she gets 2 from that. Zhao Veil. Zhao opens the Veil 3 times per combat encounter, which is 1.5. Sunna. If Zhao is opening the Veil thrice, Sunna is opening the Veil 6 times, which is 3. Dailin with good stuns is 4. Dailin with bad stuns is 3. So here we can do the math. Also, I really just typed this incorrectly. Here. You will also do some basics on Yes Shenglong. Annual EX. You're going to do her EX 4 times. It's only 1.2. 6, 7, 0.75, 0.75. Right. And then Yes Shenglong base. So Yes Shenglong, you're going to generate 6 over a player. Annual EX plus base. Cool. Cool. So this is theoretically how it works. So default, we're doing 3 no matter what. So with Dylin, that'd be 3 plus 4 plus Jiao, 1.5. Okay, you get more than I'm credit for. But kind of get the idea. 8.5. Should probably be 2 done. Bruh. There we go. Oh wait, did I forget? I forgot the 1 from there. No, 1.5. So it'd be that. It would be that to get 10 currently. There we go. And this is theoretically what you can do right now. So Sunna can theoretically directly replace Dylin in most encounters, which is why you're getting a similar amount of dates. The way that people talk about Sunna Jiao, you would think that Sunna makes Jiao open the veil more often, but I don't think she does. So I'm a little confused why there is so much of a push for Dylin, or not for Dylin Jiao, for Jiao Sunna. It confuses me a little bit. Honestly, because I think Jiao is very slow. Yeah. It confuses me a little bit. But Sunna can directly replace Dylin. You can get more states with Sunna Jiao because the first one takes less than 5 seconds. Do that with Dylin too. Can do that anyway. Here for reviews. Yeah. You are more likely to get the 11th with Sunna. Sunna Jiao. Yeah, you are more likely to, which would make it 6% better than Dylin Jiao. 7%? 7%. It would make it 7% better. Sunna is easier to play than Dylin. Sunna is easier to play than Dylin. Yes. You shouldn't get Dylin custody. It's maybe questionable. It's maybe questionable. Not enough reason to pull. There is also the part where the stun multiplier cap, yada yada yada. A lot of what Dylin and Jiao, not Dylin, what Sunna and Jiao do, not Jiao. Sunna and Dylin do is stun multiplier. Specifically, Dylin is mostly stun multiplier for Shenglong. So because of the cap, you're less likely to benefit from both characters together. You get the idea. Decibels, you're not getting more decibels. Fastest in Shiyu, okay. Better play the boss as a 150 multiplier. Yeah. You better pray the boss as a 150 multiplier. Whew. Hope there are changes that make her slightly better in her intended teams. Of course, elsewhere. Master for we got that one. What do you have against Astra dissing her? Is Elegant Vanity good for her above Weeping or Kaboom? She doesn't do ether damage. Hope that answers the question. It's better to go for Astra Mindscapes. Maybe. You want her engine? 25, The thing about support agents is they have A rank engine options and like standard banner engine options. Defense agents do not. So the relative increase from Zhao's engine is technically going to be than Sunna's engine. Keep that in mind. It's actually just EX special.
I'll give you a hand.
Doesn't matter, it's 20 damage bonus.
The spotlight's about to shine.
Yeah. No, I don't think it matters. I do not think this matters.
The anticipation off stage is the perfect prelude.
I'm not even gonna look at Elegant Man. What's up in Ether Veil? Does that allow other Fizz DPSs to use the Yishengwang drive disc set? No. Is that even good? It would be, but Yishengwang's drive disc set requires you to literally put up the veil. That character, I believe.
I'll give you a hand.
Right? When a equipper is within any veil, their crit rate after leaving veil, this buff remains. After activating a veil or extending a veil, yeah. Yeah, it literally requires you to activate.
Promise to tell me when
So
okay?
that's not really an option. Technically an option. We definitely should look at it, but yeah. Yeah.
I'll be fine. Summit, breaking all illusions.
Shiyu, I actually don't have a strong opinion on it. How about what you know about Nangong? Ether stun, anomaly support. That's what we know about Nangong. As soon as this crazy, I can't wait for Nangong. Crash jump scare. Appreciate the explanation. I have Astra M2. How does she fare against Joe? Very positively. Yes, Shongong, Astra Sunna. Yeah, you can. You can definitely. How does her mark damage work? Is it based on the detonator stats or her own stats? It's based on the detonator stats. Asterisk. Fortunately, they did not skip Dailin. She skipped her. I'm sure many can relate. Dailin is the most broken agent in the game. True. Sunna Zhao was tested and does more damage than Dailin Sunna. No, not quite, but based. No. As far as I'm aware, not quite. Showcase user stun damage multiplier DA buff, which causes her to overcap veil vulnerability, making Dailin lose damage. Yep, that would do it. Yep, that would do it. That would definitely do it. That would 100% do it. Moonlight Lullaby? Yeah, it's absolutely more consistent than Astra Voice on Astra. The thing is, I like that it's actually consistent because defensive assists and chain attacks are not quick assists. They do not give Astral Voice stacks. You know, Pipaga, have you seen this comment? Yes? What do you think about it? What do you think? This is nuance that I need to talk about because, like, clearly, yeah, Shengguang Shield is going to be available in the fire. I absolutely need to try to capture that next. That is something I'm going to have to talk about. Wasting positive review. Dylan's own useless. How is that a fair comparison? Yeah. Is that the sole reason why Jiao is better? Cook. Personally, I will be playing soon. If you want my personal opinion, I would like to not use the Labubu. If you want a 100% personal take, I would like to not use the Labubu, please. I do not enjoy the Labubu gameplay. Even though there's very little of it, I don't like it. Ooh, hater? Not really. I just think she's slow. I think she's a really jank character, to be honest. I like very little about Zhao.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Free dial in. Yeah, I think I like very little about Labubu. I just think she's too slow. Putting up her veil, it gets real frustrating when it's just not available.
Welcome to the aquarium.
I'm sorry. I do not enjoy the Labubu. Like that power creep. Does she have a rupture buff? She really doesn't anymore. Her engine does.
Just let me know.
Her engine still does, because they, I guess, forgot to remove it. Zhao herself does not do anything for rupture right now. So let's put up the veil. Or whatever. A boo-boo or a millennial thing? What? Labubus are for 40-year-olds? Okay, sure. Weird to take, but okay. Yeah, I really dislike how slow Zhao's buffs are. Call it a skill issue if you want. If you want to call it a skill issue, you can call it a skill issue, but I do not enjoy the Labubu.
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong. I'm here. Need a hand?
I do not vibe with the Labubu. I still think she's kind of creepy, actually.
I'll show you my real value this
I would
time.
certainly not pull Mindscapes. Sorry. Congrats on Stubbs with M0 Dailin for more uptime is just as cringe. Stun? Maybe, but I kind of like that. Maybe, but I kind of like that, Pipaka. Feel free to disagree with me. But I think I like that nuance. Maybe Zhao would be more fun if her EX cost 40 energy or something instead of 80. Maybe that would make her more fun. I don't know. I know exactly what could fix this issue. Nangong! Isn't Labubu an old toy? I have no idea. I do not know the history of Labubus. That wasn't janky, but she doesn't really have gameplay. Zhao is just slow. Zhao's a really slow support. By design, like, she's meant to be low maintenance. But I wish she was higher maintenance, if you know what I mean. I think Sunna does it better. Personally, I think Sunna does it better. I don't like stack management with Dailin. You have stack management with Zhao, too. Run into the same problem. Because she can only overcap 3. If you have a 4th and you put up a veil, it's wasted. We actually have the exact same issue. Never understood why Lucia wasn't a good replacement for Zhao. Is it that she doesn't buff attack? Because she can put up veils easier? I pulled Ye Long for account strength. But I still care about Banya more. So it would be cool to run Zhao, Sunna, Ye Long, keep Dailin for Banya. Sunna max cap is like 3,000. I think it's 30. It's 33%, or is it 30%? Something like that. Might be that instead. Whatever. Basically, in between Yuzuha, Astra, slightly better as of now. Is it worth it to use Trigger's engine on Dailin just for crit rate? No. I would use the Steam Oven. No, I think you should use the Steam Oven. Or out-of-state damage with some... Now, you do, technically. You technically do. Imagine the reason anomaly agents get guaranteed crits on triggering the mark and not attack agents. Is because it doesn't use Sunna's crit and attack stats, but rather the agent triggering it. It specifies when the character triggers it, they deal the damage. So the reason Anomaly gets a guaranteed crit is because when they're playing with an attack agent, they already build crit, so it can crit. But Anomalies don't build crit, so the damage would be lackluster. Yeah, I guess. I guess that's how it works. Yeah, Caesar is just worse than Zhao. I was thinking whether or not I should get M1 Xiaoguang, but I think I will save my pulls for Sunna. Let's go with the... Sunna is 7%, right? If we go with Sunna is 7%, Yeshongguang M1 is technically better than Sunna. if we want to play the bat game, I guess that's something to mention. Currently. Keyword, currently. No, let me add a... Go in here. There we go. Let me add that. Think about whether or not it should get long. The most important part of her kit. The more cat. Probably shouldn't have pulled for Zhao engine. You probably... And Zhao's engine's not bad. Zhao's engine is unironically not bad. Frame of comparison shouldn't be Dailin. Yeah, it really should, because you want to know how much of an increase you're getting over the current team, or current considered best team. Would you not want that? Was that not what you want? I think that's what you really do want. Soon I have an idle team. She will. Maybe. Honestly, just being better Zhao solidifies my opinion. Zhao is an A. Ooh, no, I think Zhao actually is an S-rank character. She's maybe not the best S-rank character, but she's definitely an S-rank character. That gives you stronger teams for more. Yeah. Big Dob. Unless you have zero use for Dailin. Counter argument, Pipaga. I have zero use for Dailin outside Yeshongguang.
I'll give you a hand.
Am I lying? Lie? Am I? Are you sure? Am I playing with Isan? Why do I need to play Isan? Why would I need to play Hari? Rupture is over. Evelyn, lighter.
Want to see the red scarf?
Hugo? I'm not playing Hugo. Oh, would I deprive my M6 Evelyn of Dailin? Because lighter is actually better. For me, lighter is actually better. My Dailin is M1. What the... Bruh. My Hugo M2? No. I think the free Chingy engine is good. Better. I think it actually is. I think it is, at least. Whoa. Current DA, I didn't even use Astra. I pray Yuzuha does not rerun, because I have both. Probably going to skip. Should I pull for M4? Yes, Shongguang. Or pull Sunna. They have Dailin. M4? What? M4? That's a lot more pulls. That's a lot of pulls. Okay. Well, here's Soleil to free up Dailin for other teams. Sticking with the Labubu. Veil's such a cool mechanic. Yay. Lost 50-50 on Dailin. I'm regretting not getting her. All Yes Shenglong wanted either a furry or children. Makes me the big sad. Makes... Bruh. In 2.x, they will release 3 limited supports until the next patch. Every other patch, we get new limited support in 2.x. In 1.x, we only got 1. I think this is way too much. It's a huge relief as someone who wanted to be a full idol skipper. I don't mind her being a slightly faster Zhao with some spread support. Like everyone was talking about her, like she power crept Astra Zhao Yuzuha and it wasn't close. Well, power creep level? Nah. I wish she were a bit slower with her Ether Veil. I don't like getting something free and then it getting crept, but I would not be a beggar about this. Yes, Shunguang does not need Sunna. Enjoy your idols, everyone. Nice. Hello, stream. Hello. How are you? At this point, just keep the Genshin content. All right. I will. All right. I will. Okay. Bruh. Sounds like a skip to me, for real. Would you rather have $1 for free or $1 for the price of $100? $1 does not equal $100, by the way. Value. Value. Ambi Orphe Sunna. Sounds like a nightmare blunt rotation. Who's giving Envy pot? Who would do this? Both Zhao, Sunna, and Shenglong. How big is the upgrade from Zhao without Sig? The thing is that Zhao's engine is a higher relative increase. Because Sunna has a rank engine. Okay. Like, small reminder. Zhao is actually the character that loses out the most if you do not pull engines. I think that's a more relevant number. We can do that. We'll do that tomorrow. I want to go through all the comments. I don't want to get super sidetracked. Remind me to do it tomorrow. Okay? Remind me to do it tomorrow. Well, Zhao, Sunna, and Yeshunggong. I hope Sunna does not get changed during beta. You forgot Seed Yeshunggong Sunna, TVH. Honestly? He's right. He's right. He's out of line, but he's right. Is Sunna Zhao better than Dailin Zhao? Most likely is 7% better. Is most likely better by about 7%. Sunna's supposed to be an anomaly upscale. Why is she a Shenglong upscale? Is her engine bad? No, it's quite good. Phew. Sounds like I can take a break and wait for 3.0 characters. I need electric and fire void hunters or void hunter level agents. Guy only wants to pull the void hunters. God. Ow. Oh, a map. Thanks, Sean. The Void Hunter batters are based. Bro, they are very likely to buffer. Can you save your bad takes and just give me the data? I thought this was a pretty well-balanced video, but okay, buddy. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. the point of analyzing new agents? 20. If others say 100, it's something. It's not even 22. Really, it's 7. For the love of God, I hope they don't give her anomaly mastery. Should have been an ice agent. BH getting a support comparable to a free support we just got a patch ago. It makes it kind of hard to justify pulling Sunna. Fair. That is the thing. Zhao is promo code. Zhao is free. That is kind of the ultimate argument, right? Promo code. Zhao is free. It is really hard to justify pulling to replace Zhao or Dylan. That being said, it is very easy to justify pulling if you did not pull Dylan. Right? Very easy to justify pulling Sunna if you skipped Dylan. So that's why I'm maybe not sure if they juice her up. They might, but they also might not. We say Zhao is free, but engineless Zhao is not equal to engineless Sunna. It's fine. Zhao is free. I'm still sad about this, by the way. This is so sad. This is so sad. What happened? A glorp came in and glorped them in half. It was a freak glorping incident. A random glorp attacked and ripped both of the headphones off of the rail and split them right down the middle in half. It was a freak glorp attack incident. Hate when that happens. Can I put this back in? Oh. Tension is broken. So they just kind of hang out there. Just... Damn, glorp. Getting a support comparable to free... Yeah, it makes it hard to justify pulling. Said glorp in the room? The glorp might be on stream. Hoping she isn't a lot better than Astra. I just pulled M3 Yeshongong. I'm broke. Astra can't do a lot of things. Balance in my Gooner game? Huh? No way those team calcs are correct. Even if they were, V2 to V6, we'll throw them all in the bin. We're just here to guess the direction of the character. Bruh. Zhao is a fraud! Zhao actually gets a set with Sunna. You get to use Astro Voice, and you get full uptime on it. Kinda. Kinda. More or less. Zhao actually gets to use Astro Voice now. Forgot the buff gave 30%. My bad, fam. My bad. Full Astro buff 6 out of 7 times. Yeah, more or less. Yuzuha is stronger for Arya than Sunna will be a monumental disappointment. Damn. Alright, buddy. I can relax and pull M1 Yes Songlong instead. Yeah, you can. Days is days. Sunna wins. Sunna? Don't you mean Chinatsu? Man, nah, bro. She's got to be at least 15% better than Yuzuha for Arya. I hope they leave her be. As is, this seems like a really healthy addition to the game. Yeah, it really would be. I agree. She really would be very healthy if she released as is. Surely they'll keep her healthy for the game, right? 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 Surely. Sportive characters in this game are so hit or miss. I think this one's a miss. We go back to calling her Chinatsu. What kind of name is Sunna? She's not healthy for Yes Songlong. Yes Songlong was always going to get. Wouldn't you rather that support actually be kind of bad? Or arguably kind of bad? Like, this was always going to happen. Do you really need another Dylan? You're really asking for another Dylan? No, you want better Dylan? Oh, okay. My bad. Her name is still Thousand Summers. It's just not Japanese. It's... Bruh. Dylan to Locked In. Yeah, they'll release Locked In. Astro without the banger theme, easy skip. What's so confusing? She stunner attackers Moir like buffer. Surely crits there simple. Ipagus? Is that in English? Ipagus? Elde? Ipagus? What does this mean? What is this? What does this mean? Pepagus. The language of the gods. Clearly. Huh. I hope they keep her like this. Maybe buff Anomaly a little more, but otherwise I prefer more well-balanced characters. Who knows? This is Pepagus. Pega? I know what Pepega is. I don't know what Papaga is. Number of stances. If you get 11 with Dylan Sunna, then Dylan Sunna is better. This is the link they're referring to. Sunna X Jiao clears 30 seconds faster than Dylan Sunna. It's not a good showcase because it overcaps. The showcase is ass. This showcase. I understand the resource mismanagement for Dylan. Can you tell which DA buff they are using? Because the DA buffs are actually fixed now. Or not DA. Not DA. Is it DA? Okay, interesting. Cap of 210, boss is 150, Sunna adds 30, Dylan adds 30, buff adds another 30. Sunna on the buff reaches the cap 210, Dylan team 16%, meaning team damage. Yeah. It'll overcap that part of the island's kit is invalidated in the run, which makes it unfair. Yep. You got it. Moonlight Lullaby is Astra's best? You mean Lucia? No, I meant Astra. That's correct. That's 100% correct. Hater visual design. Of course, she's a downgrade. She doesn't sing mid-combat. That alone makes her better than Astra. I need her to be worse than Yuzuha. At this point, it's a matter of honor for me to have Arya, but I do not care for the idols. I have every anomaly in the game, and I can't pull both. How does M1 Zhao compare in non-horse teams? I guess technically better. It's a matter of honor. Excuse me. Telling me she's an easy skip unless you don't got Astra. Hilarious. She turns out not best in slot for Arya and Nangong. We'll see. How's this video doing, by the way? It's pretty good. It's not bad. That's okay. Then with tier list after I changed the title. Picked up. Okay, we're not doing any test for this one. Oh, 17 subscribers. It's fine. I like doing the tier list. People call it slop content. It kind of is, but I actually like it just for capturing a moment in time. Anything new here? Let's just sort by newest. Let's read some of these comments. On Miasmic Fiend, I was barely able to 3-star with Piper, Lucy, Vivian team. That is now no longer possible. Very interested in seeing how they make Anomaly relevant again. How hard everyone fell off. People are scared to pull Anomaly characters. Even if the new one ends up being strong, that is one Anomaly character that won't work with others. You know, there are still people who will tell you Anomaly is fundamentally broken. And all Anomaly characters are must-pulls. And also attack agents suck. You can still find people who say that. Dylan just made attack agents as good as Anomaly agents always were. People still say this stuff. People really do still say this. I'm not just fishing. It's really frustrating. People do still say it. It's been so exhausting since 2.1. Banyue? Miyabi level. I have a more personal question from my side that's slightly unrelated. Someone who's been saving... We read that one already. Our creep in this game is crazy. I'll raise your hottest take from this video and give my own. I actually hope Yuzuha gets power crapped. Why? Because it'll give the player base something to shut the fuck up about. All supports are a must-pull? Which, quite possibly, is the most annoying parroted saying in the community. No, there is no must-pull. Very impressive. Very impressive. Talking about Banya, it's not that hard to make him generate decibels for his freaking parry. Wouldn't have any problem with the funny meter if they at least let him get decibels. Don't agree with everything down to the T, but some of the stuff you said about Idhari was pretty false. She's definitely not the most interesting character, but she's definitely not the least performing banner across any metric. She just is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She just is. There's nothing else for me to say. Honestly, this tier list feels more organized than Pridewin, doing well and giving back. Won't lie, Fiend is the first time I've ever felt HP be the problem. Like you said, there's literally nothing we could have done to combat it. Can't wait for Rupture Shield to be over. Ain't no way this... Yeah, we read all this. Ain't no way this motherfricker said Jane had accessible mindscapes. Been getting a character from that shop is nearly impossible for free-to-play or low spender. You're evaluating standard units with mindscapes, even implying you're looking at M6 Soldier 11. Then why is Nekomata in ASS? She's so blatantly better than every unit down there at M3, let alone M6. She's got so many fundamental flaws that I think potential level buffs could make her phenomenal. But it's only because I think she's been one of the strongest standard agents, if you can get mindscapes. Biz content has been eating good in Season 2. It's almost always a place I can feel I use her. She's one of Seed's best teammates too. She works really well as a sub DPS. She's competitive with Orphe. Since that boss is Fizz Week. Julian is the GOAT! Do very well against Wandering Hunter with her, as I can with Hugo. And that fight should favor that bum way more. The dial-in difference is massive. You can like 24k against Priest without needing premium engines. I think dial-in did way more for her than any other attacker. Her main downside is you can't pull more. Her mindscapes and engine are poo-poo. Also, evasive assist sucks. Nice. I wanted to get to this one. You're all. I really love Neko. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. I feel like you've cemented yourself as a light Zenless content creator for this take. Frick Season 2! Get me out! Why is he talking about Chingy and Jane being free? I thought they were only available from the shop. You'll get tokens for the shop. Fiend getting so much more HP is the biggest bra moment from the devs. Why? Really wish there was an extra generic buff in endgame. Give them a like. Bruh. I'll give them a like. I shall summon Rezi for the Billy slander. Who makes a tier list where A is the bottom tier? Rename it A, S, A, B, C, F. ASS instead of F is fine. And you'd have a tier system that made sense. The joke. The tier list goes from SSS to ASS. It does go from SSS to ASS. It's intended. It's a feature, actually. Soldier Zero should be more reliant on Trigger or Orphe. I like Astro. Ellen is extra super fun now. Nice. Forever regret getting the Robo Girl. Oh, sorry. It's honestly disgusting how good Dylan is. Bruh. Just get Dylan or quit. You can't say that. You can't do that. Bruh. Fearless is very accurate, especially with Itari and Anby. Got M3. She solo destroys everything. Miyabi an S? Lol. Goodbye. At least they didn't have a Miyabi profile picture this time. It's my favorite thing. It is the people arguing about Miyabi. They always have a Miyabi profile picture. I gotta respect the hustle, but also, if you like something that much, maybe keep it to you. Sometimes you gotta separate yourself. Think he will drop Zhao next patch. No, I don't think I will. Think about Hugo. I had no problem countering his mechanics. Isen in best in slot team is better. Respect. Just make Kaleda a stun for Anomaly. Please, I want to play her with grace. Bang Boo tier list, thank you. Wow. Buffs are great if they inflate enemies at the pace. It's whatever. Starting to hate the game more and more with what they do. Yes, and quite frankly, I am quite fed up with ZZZ and its dev team. Horrible story, paired with the worst power creep I've ever seen. Mixed with bad endgame, no pause on HP inflation, we're cooked. People really play this game seriously instead of gooning? Bruh. Julian buff and rerun and Isen rerun, please. Advocating for Hugo buff. They did him so dirty. He needs to get a buff. Absolutely agree on Wi-Fi. This shit sucks. When Miyabi got released, I got jumped on a ZZZ Discord server when I said ZZZ has power creep. Who's laughing now? Probably still them. The fact that you're still... like, dude, I hope you get help. Are you gotta let stuff go, man. This is still eating you up inside? I think they might still be laughing. I miss my old ZZZ. Good sir, kindly explain this as you are giving me hopium. Probably the best and most non-controversial opinion in the entire community. This Shiyu wants you to front load all your damage. Yes, Shonguang Kit wants you to do the same. Guys, for Monato, is the event engine good? Yeah, it's pretty good. For Monato, no, though. Not for Monato. Imagine this. Would you pull Ye Shonguang if she wasn't a Void Hunter? I certainly wouldn't. She's so bland. She's so basic. She lacks so much personality. Oh my god, it's painful. Have her, yeah. Mega DPS, yeah. Nice numbers, but I expected a little bit more. Respect. have 3 complaints with Ye Songlong gameplay. Too many iframes. Too flashy and screen cluttered animations. Her sound effects lack the oomph that we found with Banwei and Miyabi. Hello. Putting free in quote. Thank you very much for the raid. Razor_CT. How you doing? We're reading comments on Sunna and the newest tier list video. How are you? Quote guy has a point. Putting free in quotes is misleading. In 6 months, I still don't know how to do a raid on YouTube. To be honest, I still don't know how to do that. Already said here, commenting a few months ago, I already told you a few months ago, you should quit all Hoyo games. These aren't for you. All I hear from your streams are complaints. Back. You know, Anomaly is bad when other characters get better scores on their dedicated boss. Your game got infected with slop. Need another rupture support or someone who can perform decently while being a capable buffer. Yet Hari hate is forced. The problem with Hari, I don't think people care enough to hate her. This is the actual thing about Hari. People just don't give a shit. It's not even hate. They just don't care. That includes me. I'd love for Furina to be a better lightning support. Shop characters' mindscapes are like legitimately harder to interact with than actually pulling the character. Constructive criticism isn't welcome. What is this the part where I look at the Reddit comments? Here. Where was this? Reddit. Negatives. There we go. Here it is. Oh. Probably shouldn't have watched the tier list. Long story short, I think I'm gonna stop watching him. I don't think he enjoys the game. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't dislike him as a person, but I don't like that he does tier list slop. Bruh. His calcs are overly simplistic and don't factor in buff stacking, duration, expiration. This is Zenless. Buffs don't really expire. Thankfully. It's technically okay to generalize like that. I was just watching that too. Straight Doom Post personified. This is why I changed the title of the video, by the way. I think it's a better title now anyway. I agree. I've played the game since 1.0. Majority of the criticism about 2.x feels overblown and performative. life. Season 2 feels like Natlin. It is unnecessarily overhated. Yeah. Yeah, outfits are repetitive. The story is improved by having bigger maps to run around in. Fewer cutoffs, more interaction. Continuous focus on one story plot instead of jumping all over the place. I wish I was this positive about it. Go off, King. I think that's based. Go off, King. Keep going. Speak your truth. I respect it. I absolutely respect it. 100% I respect it. I'm about to sneeze. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Didn't we go to the beach, the mech area in Salem Heights? That's because the conspiracy wasn't the point. Bruh. Wasn't a big thing. They tried to shove every story into an overarching plot line. Used to really like his stuff, but not feeling the energy. Discord is also toxic. Saddies. Saddies. Stop watching some tiers ago. DA is dog. I never liked his videos. Feels like his content is for easy views. Like he'll do day one. Explanation for a character who's still in early beta, and the main guide are trust me, with no showcases. Doesn't bother to make a follow-up guide. And then it's a questionable tier list with no thought. Brother, you're no better than P-Den. Comment deleted. It was not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was much worse. To be honest, I thought that was gonna be much worse. Ugh. My complaint about the visuals? No, not really. I actually try very hard for that to not be a complaint. To be honest. I really do try my best to give more, like, realistic takes. My problem is not that it's China. I don't know if you know this. 6th Street and Lumina Square are also China. I believe 6th Street is meant to be Hong Kong. in the early 2000s. I believe. People think it's Japan, but I'm pretty sure it's Hong Kong. And same with Lumina Square. The problem isn't that it's Chinese, because the entire game is Chinese. With the exception of the Outer Ring, which is based on Arizona for some reason. Or Nevada. So the problem really is not that it's Chinese. Volume. They've said which part of China Volume Heights is. It was in, I think, the 2.0 live stream. It might have been in the 2.1 live stream, where they talk about Salyum Bay as well. The mysticism aspect. Yeah, I can't say I care for the mysticism element. It's essentially like we were put into a different game season 2. The story was about being a disciple at this mystic temple. And that was the entire story. And that was the setting for the story. That was the concept. You weren't really Python. It just wasn't the same game. I'm sorry. Feel free to disagree, but it's clearly just not the same game. It's Shanghai. I don't. Well, it's over now. Thank God. And Wi-Fi is Hong Kong, not Volume Heights. Who knows? It wasn't a live stream, it was an interview with the producer. Ah. Can we reference the interview, please? That's 6th to Shanghai? Oh, I really don't know. I just know it's China. Yes, Shenlong is the best-selling banner of all time. She is. At a time when Zenless was at its lowest, which is actually very impressive. Genuinely, it's very impressive that Yes Shenlong is doing as well as she is. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I loved Season 2. I'm also not gonna lie and say that I love the Season 2 characters, which is maybe more of a personal thing. It's maybe more of a personal thing.
I'll give you a hand.
I can't talk about that. I didn't pull Mindscapes on Alice. I didn't pull Mindscapes on Atari. I literally didn't even pull Banwei. And people love Banye. I just didn't.
I may be slow, but I still have 2 fists to swing.
This is the only character I've skipped. Wi-Fi, heavily inspired by Guangdong. China, including elements like Cantonese restaurants in Hong Kong. Hong Kong cinema influences the aesthetic. Thank you. You know, if I had said Guangdong, I think people would have thought I was trying to make a joke. Even if I had remembered the name. Not to make fun of the name of a place. But I think people would have thought it was a joke if I said Guangdong. Guangdong borders Hong Kong. Yeah. Big dong.
Welcome in.
Bruh.
What mods are you going for this time?
But yeah, they did state the actual inspiration for Volume Heights.
Have a good one, please.
And Wi-Fi Peninsula. And I knew it wasn't Hong Kong. Story. We're gonna have the story tangent again. I really don't care about the quality of the story. I care about the quality of the storytelling. I just want hype moments and aura with Riz. That's all I want. That's it. Right? It's Chongqing, China. Bruh. That rat firing sure has some Riz.
Promise to tell me
That's all I
everything
want,
wrong,
right?
okay?
That's really all I want. It can't be that hard. I just want entertain. I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be fun. I want to have memorable characters do memorable things. I don't need a pretentious story. Yeah, it ends up being boring because it's so slow paced. I think their writing conventions are funny with how they always introduce NPCs who are always the twist villain by the end of that single update. They can't execute or don't have the faith to execute a multi-patch twist, which is definitely a funny writing convention. It would work a lot better if we weren't in one setting the entire time. Angels of Delusion speaking Zoomer slang. Chat, you know we're Zoomers, right? Chat, you know we are Zoomers. You want them to speak like us? Wait, you think I'm not a Zoomer? I was born in 2000. I am 100% a Zoomer. Maybe they mean Gen Alpha slang. Is this we? You're a millennial? How the kids? Can afford them? True. Life. Barely a millennial. Bruh. Yeah, I am a bona fide Zoomer. I am peak Zoomer. They should speak with Gen Alpha slang. Skibbity Riz. Hey, yo, fam squad. Look at that skibbity Riz. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. Let's freaking go. Quote, Sunna. 6'7"? Bruh. Fidget spinner collection. That was when I was in high school. I didn't have a collection, I had one. Generation fluid. Brain rot meme is Gen Alpha slang. Yes, brain rot meme is Gen Alpha slang. Do a season 2 thoughts video? I don't think I will. What the Sigma? Don't know what the 6-7 thing is. The joke is that there is no joke. Do you remember Do You Know The Way? Or What Are Those? Or And His Name is John Cena? Or RKO Out of Nowhere? It's just a meme. There is no joke. Those were funny. 6-7 is not. You might just be old. Harambe. Justice for Harambe. God rest. God rest his soul. God, John Cena was funny. Okay. Okay. Didn't do anything. Google Trends. Slide. Give me the last year, please. Actually, you know what? Give me the last 90 days. So this is what's been up with interest in Zenless, yeah? This is where we are now. This is where we were. You can kind of see a trend here. And this was when Isen released? Yeah, this is Isen in the anniversary. This should be Isen in the anniversary here. Should be. Here, would you guys like to see how Wuthering Waves 3.0 is doing? I actually would like to. Look at that. Look at Wuthering Waves Season 3 go. It's rocking it. Let's go, Woo-woo. Congrats. It's doing okay. Kinda. It's doing okay. This is Season 3's debut, right? Or 3.0. Maybe it's not doing that well. Give me the last week. Oh. You know what? Give me the last month. There we go. There we go. There's 3.0. It dropped on Christmas, yeah. Doing pretty good. Add Star Rail. Sure. Is this the part where we talk about Aha Lord? Wait, Star Rail's dead? Wait, Star Rail is dead? Let's fucking go. Finally, games will start getting better. Thank God. Does Genshin still mog everything? Yes. Yes, it does. I think the Zenless devs listen to us because they're the youngest. They are the most invested in this stuff, and they're the most passionate. Like, did you know Genshin is a notoriously expensive game to maintain? Genshin has the most developers of any Hoyo game. What do the Genshin devs do all day? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what they do all day? Actual question. Hey, horse. Right, gun you hip lore, they slack off. Have I seen the horse model for Zenless? Yeah, it's really funny. It is really provable that the Zenless developers are the hardest working there. Unfortunately, they work too hard. They work hard in a non-sustainable way. You've seen that as part of the promotion for 2.5. They showed the homeless camp that they have set up in the office for people to sleep. As part of the promotion for the patch. Which is crazy. There's no way this is sustainable. There's literally no way. Wait, what? Yeah, they have a room of beds in the Zenless office. Or a room with beds set up. Definitely ethical work. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Because it's definitely unsustainable. But yeah, they have a huge overtime culture in Zenless. I can't imagine what their employee churn is like. Because that's probably the most concerning thing. To be admirable? I have no idea. They're shy about it in the interview. Sleeping room at the office is kind of based. Or your employees are paid very well. Yeah, they better be. But yeah, Genshin is historically a very expensive game to maintain. I just don't exactly know what they do all day. You'd think it wouldn't have a huge dev team, but it does. Same with Star Rail, actually. We can talk about Star Rail 4.0.
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
What do I have to say about Star Rail 4.0? Whose idea was it to give every team Lightning Lord who does lunar damage? Who thought this was a cook? Why are we adding Lunar Lightning Lord to every team this year? Also, really annoying. You need 3 Elation characters for Aha to have 134 speed. What? Why? Bruh. Huh? What a stupid decision. What a Huh? What a strange choice. It's really, really strange. Yeah, Sparkle, they got rid of the mono quantum passive. Sparkle graduated from being racist. She's learned and grown as a person. Just so the new Sparkle can have a racist passive for mono elation, by the way. What? What's the thought process here? I don't get it. I don't understand it. What a weird choice. That's not Sparkle, that's Sparksy. Yeah, Sparkle dropped the racist passive. Sparksy has a brand new one. Weird. What a weird choice. Have I seen the showcase? No, I haven't. Some hair in the eye. Let me actually see. Let me watch this. It's okay. Let me see. Sucks to watch. Let me see. Okay, Sparksy Yao Guang versus Pitch. Loud. Elation boost. Action advance. Unreal banger, unreal banger, unreal banger. Ugly close up. Aha, instant. Aha, instant. Why does this do, like, no damage? Actual question. Why is it bad? Why is it... That's the thing I think that gets me the most. Also, Sparksy having like almost no skill values. She only does damage with aha moment. I do not like that. I do not like this idea that your team is just a support for aha moment. Your characters don't actually do anything. Do not enjoy that mechanic. I kind of hope they change that. It's a little frustrating. Or it's a little saddies. I guess it's like... I don't think it's that hard to watch, to be honest. I just think it's a little sad that your team just supports aha moment and your characters don't actually really do anything. I think that's very sad. Especially for kind of how little damage it actually does. Probably do more damage. But there is no third Elation character yet, so see what they do. See what they do. They'll cook something, I'm sure. Sound effects are annoying. Scepter came out of the event. Yeah. It's basically Scepter. Like 1 mil per turn. She should do like 3 mil per turn at this point in time. Single target. Be real. You know what's up with Star Rail. Question. Is Fribbles updated for buffed Sparkle? I'm gonna assume it's not, but what if? I'm going to assume it is not, but what if it was? How easy would it be for me to look at how much I'm Sparkle buff? I wonder. Oh well, we'll figure it out later. Sparkle buff is huge. Yeah, it's nice. Reminder how much damage Archer does. I will throw this out there. Reminder how much damage Archer does per turn. Think about this, and then realize that he doesn't do enough damage anymore for current content. Have you considered this? Think critically for just a moment. I might be pulling up a big one, maybe, but I don't think I'm that wrong. 2 cycle the new block boss with Archer buffed Sparkle. Yeah. How much damage does Archer do? A couple million. What's that action? It's fishing. Have I seen Billy's Bog? No. Oh, I have not. I didn't even know there was a Billy Bog. Mechanics that aren't single target friendly. It kind of doesn't matter. Damage is damage. Damage is damage. When I was churning butter. You know, fishing's a lot like churning butter. Cranking the hog? No, that looks like this. What? Shaky Shaky Bubba. SMH my head. Sparksy. That's how you play Zenless. That's how you... Archer Glaze. Ooh. Wing Glaze Archer. I'm down. Tried Sunday instead of Sparkle. Sunday? That guy's a wash. Sparkle's literally better. Always has been, always will be. Can't believe chat gaslit me. Yeah, what do you guys think about my Sparkle Ball? Talk so much shit to your friends. The twist is she was always better. It's the real twist. It's true. Watch. Behold. E2 Sparkle to go. Yeah, E2. You need E2. You did need E2. Check it out. Sparkle is M6. You think her Eidolons after M2 do anything? I don't really. Remember the Sunday is better than E6 Sparkle battle on Reddit? Yeah, me too. That's the one that really... She didn't get hit. That's the one that really gets me. Community really thought they were cooking. They were not. Can you please hit the right enemy or character? Thank you. Appreciated. I'll be able to get my buffs first turn too post buff. It's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be really, really nice. E0 Sparkle versus E6 Sunday this time. Justice. Bruh. That's actually really funny. Six Sunday is cracked. Kind of. He's weird. Kinda cracked, kinda not. Because you need a summon to get half of the buffs. And we don't do that anymore. Summons are over. Oh, I choked. It's fine, I'll get the... What is Cypher doing? She's giving me skill points without taking skill points. That's all she's doing. She gives me the skill points that I need. Because otherwise I won't have enough skill point. Until the Sparkle buff. When the Sparkle buff hits, I won't have to play Cypher. But she's technically doing stuff. Check it out. She did something. Here's the play Cypher. Yeah, she generates skill points. That's it. She generates skill points. She gives me 1 SP without taking an SP. The fact that I can barely zero cycle, by the way. Yeah. That's what I mean when I say I don't think that the Elation characters actually do enough damage right now. I don't think they're good enough. I don't think they're good. I think they need a buff. That is an actual honest take. I think they aren't good enough. You can feel free to disagree, but I really do feel that they are not good enough. Showcase M0. Yeah, I did. Putting Zero Cycle the shell. Yeah. I think those characters still need a buff. They'll probably get one. Probably. Probably. E6 Sparksy? No. Unless she E6s herself. Which has happened and may happen again. But I'm not going to intentionally. Am I planning to pull her? If we have wishes, I guess. I don't know. Do I mean E6 is herself? I was only gonna pull E2 Sparkle. And then I got like 3 in 110 pull. She just showed up. What is it? Star Rail Station. Ta-da! She E6'd herself. I don't know what to tell you. I simply just do not know what to tell you. Blah. Sparkle donation. Yeah, for the last 50-50. Baited with the triple? What do you mean baited? This was the first. These were the first 3. And then, it was 3 at the same time. Bruh. Technically, I think this one was 1 pull later, but whatever. You get the idea. Unrelatable, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It just kind of happened. Star Rail's boring. Yeah, it's pretty boring. It's a mobile game. The appeal for Star Rail is you can play it on your phone. Watch. I will play it up right now. You want to see some peak Star Rail gameplay? Check this out. One second. Here. Peak Star Rail gameplay. Watch. Amazement. Yep. Definitely. Yes. Real. True. Based. There we go. That one's pretty funny. I skipped one. I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. I missed a head with speed. Let's see. Trying to prove menuing is boring? No, I'm actually playing the game. Believe it or not, I'm actually playing the game. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm trying to play the game right now. This is what I'm doing in the game. Sorry if you find it boring. Damn, that sucks. How does the block stat work, by the way? It'll be rerolled to an unenhanced value. Okay. Check it out. That's better. Sort of. Better enough. That's not a 4-liner. Gonna go for 167 speed, dude. End. We're gonna get 15% speed from E1. How much speed do I actually need for 3 turns? It's 1.8. It's not 160, right? It would be 160 before 15% speed. Right? Pretty sure? Pretty sure, yeah. 167. How much with 15% speed? It'd be 180. Right? Is the question? Question is how much would I need after 15 or before 15%? How much would I need before plus 15? For base speed, 101. Her base speed is 101. Is DDD Eagle? Okay, it's 180. Thank you. It's like what? It's gonna be 181, right? For a single, for just Eagle, 181 should be. Question mark, but it should be. If I can remember correctly, it should be 181. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, where's Razor? He should know the answer to this question. Right? Razor should know the answer to this question. Post buff, it's an every 2-turn ult. Goal 167 if dual. I'm not using DDD. I'm not. Bruh. It's fine. It's the same action advance amount, isn't it? 24. It's actually more. How much is it with just Eagle? Question. How much is it with just Eagle? 25. Do you know? Apparently not. Okay, whatever. No one knows the answer to this question for me. Life. If it's just Eagle, it's 156 before E1. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's 200 speed for 3 actions with no action advance, right? Pretty sure. No action advance, it's 200. for 3 in the 0 cycle. Yeah, yeah. Because if it was 180, it'd be very easy. I actually wouldn't have to do anything. My build would be fine. But no. Now you can actually consistently do it. The problem I have with DDD Eagle, you don't get the ults to do it consistently. It's completely RNG, whether or not you get hit enough times to use it. But post-buff, she's actually going to be doing it consistently, or she'll be able to do 3 actions in the cycle consistently with no RNG. So it'll be a lot easier. And I'm actually willing to advance for it at that point. So you don't have to reset for it. Who wants to sit there for an hour until you get hit the exact right amount of times? Who wants to do that? Bruh. You do?
Come back next time.
You're crazy enough for it? Okay. Does there E1 proc at the start of battle? Yes, yes it does. Part of the description. It is actually part of the description. E1. When the battle starts, or when using skill, Sparkle speed increases by 15%, lasting 2 turns. $156 is all I need. Thank you. That's off 1 action advance, yes.
As long as you keep your mind
That's off a
fresh,
single action advance.
find something enjoyable waiting for you here.
Cool. I will farm for that then. I will actually farm for that. Worst case scenario, I just keep my current set and run
Try
DDD.
your luck again. It could lead to some
Because Sacrideos is 36 crit damage. How much is Earthly Escapade? Uh, 32 crit damage. 32 and 28, so it's like 50 crit damage. Barely better. Or it would be barely better. But also, you get crit rate for teammates. Which I actually can't build around. I'm sure I'd be able to find a way. The Billy Bug, by the way. He doesn't sit back down. Again? Okay. Bruh. Comfort crit rate. It was really yeah. I use it for facial. I'm pulling Sprackle. I actually don't know. I don't like. I'm worried that the elation characters are simply not good enough for current Star Rail content. That being said, I am going to enjoy the Sparkle buff. It's a really good buff. I would like 25% more damage on my archer. Yes, please. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Anyway, I guess that's it for the day. We went through all the comments. Yeah, we went through all the comments. I think we're done. Yeah? People think, yeah, we'll be free. Cool. Sounds good. Bruh. Everyone wants a balanced character until it's their favorite. Bruh.